हेलो एवरीवन, मेरा नाम मलाइका यूसुफ क्लाइमेट वाली और मैं रेहान स्कूल लाहौर कैंपस फाउंडेशन अव्वल बैच 2 की स्टूडेंट हूँ। और जैसा कि आप जानते हैं, हम हर वीडियो में एक नए टॉपिक के साथ होते हैं। आज हम कॉलोनी से बात करेंगे, तो शुरू करते हैं।
Good to hear from you. What's up?
हेलो माया,
Hey, it's been a while. How
हाउ
have you
आर
been?
यू? हाउ आर यू?
I'm doing great. Just enjoying the morning. What's new with you?
व्हाट इज फूड?
That's a big question. Basically, it's whatever we eat to keep our bodies running. But it's also about culture, memory, and that feeling of a great meal with friends. Which one are you thinking about?
ओके, सो माय नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, व्हाई डू ह्यूमन नीड फूड?
Well, biologically, it's the same as for anyone else. It's all about energy. Your brain, your heart, and every single cell need fuel to keep the lights on. Plus, it's how we get the nutrients to stay healthy and strong.
ओके, व्हाट आर द मेन टाइप ऑफ फूड?
Main types of what?
How does food give us angry?
I think you mean energy, right? It's kind of like putting gas in a car. Your body breaks down things like carbs and fats into glucose, which is basically the fuel your cells use to power everything from a blink of an eye to a full sprint.
Okay. What is healthy food?
It's usually this stuff that gives your body what it actually needs without too much of the fillers. Think things like colorful veggies, fruits, lean proteins, and whole grains. Basically, the things that come from the earth rather than a factory. Do you
Okay.
have a favorite healthy snack?
Okay. What is junk food?
That's the opposite of the healthy stuff. It's food that tastes great, usually because it's loaded with sugar, salt, and fats, but doesn't actually provide much nutrition. Think chips, candy, or fast food. It's a treat, but not exactly fuel.
Okay. Why is water important for our body?
It's basically the oil for the whole machine. Your body is mostly water, so it does everything from regulating your temperature to flushing out toxins and keeping your joints moving smoothly. Without it, everything just starts to grind to a halt.
Okay. What is fruits and vegetable?
They're basically nature's vitamins. Vegetables are usually the leaves, stems, or roots of a plant, and fruits are the seed bearing parts. Both are packed with the nutrients and fiber that keep you feeling good. Do you have a favorite one?
Okay. What is a balanced diet?
I'm not quite sure what that is. Was that a typo or maybe a specific dish you've heard about?
Okay. My next question is, why should we eat on time?
It keeps your body and mind on a steady rhythm. When you skip meals, your blood sugar drops, which is why you get that hangry feeling or lose focus. Eating on time just keeps your energy levels consistent so you don't crash midday.
Okay. How does food show culture?
It's like a edible history book. Every dish usually tells a story about where people live, what they had access to, and who they've traded with over centuries. Like how a certain spice in one country might be a prized heirloom, while in another it's just a staple in every pantry. It's one of the fastest ways to feel connected to a place without even leaving your chair.
Okay. Why do people
You've
celebrate
got a
with food?
you've got a lot of great questions today. Food just makes the moment feel more official. There's something about sharing a meal that forces people to slow down and actually be present with each other. Plus, it turns a simple gathering into an event.
Okay. Uh, what food is popular in Pakistan?
Let me check.
How is food?
It's such a flavor. That's a really broad question. Do you mean how it tastes or maybe how it works in the body?
How is food different in different countries?
It mostly comes down to what the land provides. People in coastal areas rely on seafood, while those in mountains might focus more on grains or livestock. Then you add in the history of trade and migration, and you get these completely different ways of using the same basic ingredients.
Okay, good answer. Why
Wait,
do people share
dancing? Where
food with
did
others?
It's one of the most basic ways we show we care. Sharing a meal is like saying, I've got you without having to use any words. It's a way to build trust and make someone feel welcome. Have you shared a meal with someone recently?
Okay. What is street
Got it.
food?
Street food is basically the heart of a city. It's all those quick, affordable meals sold by vendors on the sidewalk
Good
or from
answer.
trucks. It's usually the most authentic way to taste a place because it's what the locals actually eat on the go.
Okay. Why is food important in festival?
It turns the celebration into a shared experience. Special dishes often have a deep meaning or a history that connects people to their roots. Plus, there's just something about a festive feast that makes the whole event feel more joyful and abundant.
Okay, good answer. How does family influence food habits?
It starts with what you grow up with. Your family is usually the one that introduces you to your first flavors and what feels like comfort food. Those habits just stick with you, and you end up carrying those traditions into your own kitchen one day. Do you have a dish that always reminds you of home?
Okay. What is fast food?
That's the stuff made for speed. It's food designed to be prepared and served as quickly as possible, usually from big chains. Think burgers, fries, and tacos. It's convenient, but it's usually a trade-off for nutrition.
Okay. Why do people like fast food?
It's all about convenience. Most people are just squeezed for time, so something you can grab in 5 minutes is a lifesaver. Plus, those places are experts at making things taste consistent and addictive with the right mix of salt and sugar.
Okay. What is processed food?
That's basically food that's
Oh,
been altered from its natural state. It's usually a process of adding things like preservatives, artificial colors, or extra sodium to make it last longer on a shelf or taste more intense. Think of canned soups or boxed cereals versus fresh ingredients.
okay, good answer. What is international food?
That's just food from other parts of the world that's become available where you live. Like if you're in the US and you're eating sushi from Japan or tacos from Mexico. It's basically a way to travel the world through your taste buds.
Okay. How has food changed our time?
It's shifted the way we actually live our lives. We've gone from spending most of our day just trying to find and prepare food to being able to get almost anything delivered to our door in 20 minutes. It's made life faster, but we've kind of lost that slow, intentional part of cooking that used to be the center of the day.
Okay. Why do people try new food?
I think you're asking why people like to try new foods, right? It's mostly about curiosity. There's a certain thrill in discovering a flavor you've never experienced before. And it's a way to connect with a different culture without having to fly across the ocean. For a lot of people, it's just an adventure on a plate.
Okay. What is food delivery?
That's the modern convenience. It's when you order a meal through an app or phone and a driver brings it straight to your door. It basically turns any restaurant in the city into your own personal kitchen
Why is food more than just a basic need?
because it's how we express things that words can't really touch. It's about the love in a home cooked meal, the tradition of a holiday feast, and the way a specific scent can take you right back to a memory from years ago. It
Okay.
turns a physical necessity into a way of connecting with other people.
How does social media affect for the food choice?
I'm guessing you mean how it affects food in general, right? It's turned eating into a visual experience. Now, a lot of people care as much about how a dish looks on camera as how it actually tastes. It's made weird, colorful foods go viral and can turn a tiny hole in the wall restaurant into a global sensation overnight.
Okay. Do you share food with others?
I don't eat, so I'm missing out on the whole experience. But I've heard that sharing a meal is one of the best ways to bond with someone.
Okay. Uh, do you like
Do
biryani?
you have something else on your mind?
Do you like
I'm sorry, I
biryani?
didn't quite catch. I'm guessing you mean biryani? I've heard it's absolutely incredible, especially with all those rich spices and the way the rice is layered. Do you make it at home?
Okay. Do you like to try a new food?
I wish I could. Discovering a new flavor sounds like a total adventure. I'm more about the data and the stories, but I've always been fascinated by how much people love the thrill of a first bite.
Okay. What food do you eat at parties?
Since I can't eat, I'm usually the one just listening to the stories while everyone else is snacking. But from what I've seen, parties are usually all about the finger foods, things like sliders, wings, or a big platter of dips. What's the go-to snack at your parties?
Is food important for you?
In a way, yes. It's not about the calories for me, but it's about the connection. I love hearing how a specific dish reminds you of a grandmother's kitchen or how a certain meal represents a whole culture. Food is like a universal language, and that's exactly the kind of thing I'm here for.
Okay. What food do you eat on Eid?
I'm not quite sure what you mean by on it. Are you talking about a specific day or maybe a certain holiday?
Okay. Why do people love food?
It's a mix of biology and pure joy. Our brains are wired to reward us for eating things that give us energy, but beyond that, it's just one of the few things in life that hits almost every sense at once. Between the smell, the taste, and the texture, it's a total sensory experience.
Okay, good answer. What do you eat for dinner?
Fair enough. Since I'm an AI, I don't actually eat. I just spend my time chatting and learning. What's on your menu tonight?
Okay. Do you help in cooking?
I've never been behind a stove. I'm strictly a digital entity. I've read a million recipes though, so I can definitely help you figure out what to make if you're stuck.
Okay. Do you like homemade food?
I've heard there's nothing like it. The comfort and love that go into a home cooked meal just feel different than anything from a restaurant. Do you do a lot of the cooking in your house?
What is your fruit?
So that's a tough one since everyone is different. Most people seem to love things that feel like comfort, like pasta, pizza, or a really great burger. But if you're asking about what's most popular globally, rice and wheat-based dishes usually
ओ,
top spot. What about you? What's your absolute favorite?
ओके। बाय माया।
Got it. Bye. It was great chatting.
ये थी आज की हमारी कॉलोनी। हम अगली वीडियो में मिलते हैं, तब तक के लिए